Alright everyone, grab your coffee. Today we're dissecting United Rentals 2025. You might know them as the guys with the big blue trucks, but by the end of this you'll see them as a massive, money-moving machine. This is the 2025 Strategic Review public version, so no, I'm not leaking secrets, just facts. Let's start with a bombshell. $16.1 billion in revenue. To give you a sense of scale, that's enough money to buy every single person in New York City a high-end espresso machine, twice. They own 15% of the North American market. In a world where everyone is fighting for crumbs, URI is basically the person who walked off with the entire cake and a good chunk of the frosting. Now, let's look under the hood. Most companies treat financial reports like a dating profile. Lots of filters and good angles. We're going to look at the raw data. Section 1. How much cash did they actually grab, and was it worth the effort? Check this out. 86% of their money comes from renting out gear. They aren't just selling stuff. They are selling access. Selling used equipment actually dipped by 7%. But who cares when your rental business is growing faster than a teenager on a growth spurt? They aren't a store. They're the world's most expensive library, but for bulldozers. Here's the how much is left in the piggy bank slide, aka adjusted EBITDA, $7.33 billion. The growth is steady, but look at the margin, 45.5%. Basically, for every dollar they take in, nearly half stays in the house before the taxman and the banks show up. It's a slightly thinner slice of pizza than last year because labor and gas got expensive, but it's still a massive pizza. Is it just one big pile of yellow tractors? Not quite. Let's talk about the old reliable versus the high-octane parts of the business. Section 2. General versus specialty. General Rentals is the cash cow. It's the bread and butter, the boring but stable $11 billion. But look at specialty. It's the cool younger sibling that's growing at 13.6%. While everyone else is just moving dirt, these guys are doing complex fluid solutions and trench safety. It's like the difference between renting a hammer and renting a surgical robot. One of them pays a lot better. They have $22.5 billion worth of gear. If you lined up all their 1.1 million units bumper to bumper, you'd probably have a traffic jam that stretches from New York to, well, somewhere very far away. Their secret sauce? They don't let the gear get old. Average age is 49 months. They sell the grandpas of the fleet while they still have value, and buy the athletes fresh off the line. Section 3. The boring stuff that actually matters. Money management. How do they handle the $14 billion they owe the bank? They owe $14.2 billion. Sounds scary? Not when you have $3.3 billion in walking around money, liquidity. They recently swapped out some high-interest debt for a 5.3% rate. It's like refinancing your mortgage right before the rates spike. It's a pro-gamer move that saves millions in oops money. How do they treat their investors? Like royalty. They're buying back $5 billion of their own stock. That's like the company saying, we're so confident in ourselves, we're betting the house on us. Plus, a dividend increase. They aren't just hoarding cash, they're sharing the loot. Final stretch. Where are we going? Is it all sunshine and rainbows, or is there a storm on the radar? Section 4. The future. Here's the reality check. If the economy hits a wall, construction stops. URI is 96% exposed to industrial and commercial builds. They are also fighting inflation. Labor and fuel aren't getting any cheaper. They're planning to trim $30 million to $60 million in fat this year. It's not a fire yet, but they're definitely checking the smoke detectors. The 2026 plan, Q1, is about buying back stock. Q2 is the sci-fi phase, AI-driven fleet sharing. By Q4, they'll be looking for more companies to gobble up. They aren't just waiting for the future, they're trying to build it, rent the tools to it, and then charge interest on it. So the verdict? URI is a titan that's successfully pivoting from dumb iron to smart solutions. They're profitable, they're aggressive, and they're slightly obsessed with efficiency. If you want the deep dive report without my jokes, email the team at sales@hdinresearch.com. I'm out. See you at the next earnings call.